and I met through a mutual friend, Danielle, and she invited me to a Saving Abel's concert, and she also knew Jason, so she invited Jason to come, and he was bored, so he decided he would come.
So when Jen and I first met, it was by chance. One of the women actually in her side of the wedding, Danielle, we were mutual friends for years. So there was a concert in town, so Danny messaged me and said, hey, you want to come out to this concert? I had nothing going on. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come out. Nothing else going on that night.
And I remember the very first time I saw him, he was leaning up against a car and he was looking at his phone, and I remember the first time that he looked up at me.
So we meet at the AJ's restaurant, and Jen was in the car with them. So we all introduced ourselves, and then we had dinner, and then from then I just couldn't stop staring at Jen. I was interested in, I couldn't figure out what it was, but I was just really attracted to her right away.
And from the moment I met him, I was very comfortable with him. It was like I knew him already. I knew him from forever. It didn't feel like the first time I met him.
So then, we went to the concert, and the same thing. I was just made sure I had her near me. I wanted to talk to her, and from the rest of the night we hit it off, and we were hanging out all night and talking all night, and it just went from there. It was just all by chance.
In the concert, we talked the whole time. And after the concert, we even went to Danielle's house afterwards, and we sat in his car and we just talked.
We ended up going to O'Toole's. It was just kind of a middle ground from where she lived to where I lived at the time. So we went there, and a lot of it at first was kind of that awkward, quiet thing. We weren't really sure what to say. So then we finally just broke the ice, started talking about anything and everything, and it was really nice. And then we couldn't wait to make the second date and the third date and just keep going from there.
Our first date was May of 2011. That's the month we met. We went to O'Toole's restaurant. We went there for a lunch. It was just like when I first met him. It was very comfortable. We enjoyed ourselves.
I was hinting at it that I wanted to get married with her and everything. So I was like, hey, why don't you just start looking at something you might for an engagement ring? Just give me some ideas. So she told me what she liked. So I went ahead and got it. And then I was thinking, well, every January we have the emergency squad banquet. We get dressed up nice, so I figured that'd be the best place to do it. Well, because I couldn't keep my mouth quiet, she kind of figured it out that he's going to propose here. So then I had to change it up a little bit. So I talked to her best friend Regina, and I said, hey, here's what we're going to do. So I said, hey, have her come over to your house, and you guys got to talk about anything. So then what I did is I ran out, and then I got everything set up for the house. So then when she came back, I had candles and flowers and music going. She had no idea. I had to catch her off guard because she knew too much. So it worked out great.
It was at our house. I walked in and he had all these candles lit. There was rose petals everywhere. And I found him in the living room. And he got down on one knee and he asked me to marry him. I said yes. It took me a moment, but I was taking it all in, and I said yes. And then afterwards, he put our song on, and we danced to that song.
Well, if I had $1 for every time she lost her phone, pretty much any given day she'll come home and she's, can you help me find my phone? I can't find it. Call it for me. And we're always scrambling looking for it. Something else is Signature Jen. That's kind of a more recent thing. She really finds humor in herself. She'll say something that's maybe no one else would think it's funny, but she'll crack up laughing and she'll have a laughing spell for like a good 5-10 minutes, almost to where she can't breathe. And that's all I can do is just shake my head and just laugh with her.
Sometimes when he's in the shower, he'll just say, hey. He's been doing that a little bit more lately. Like if he wants me to go in, like I might be in the bedroom because our bathroom's right off of the bedroom, and I'm like might be watching a show or something, and he's taking a shower, and if he wanted me to go in there, he's like, hey. And a lot of times I just let him keep saying hey. Jason and I are so happy and glad that all of you are here to celebrate with us today. This is our new beginning. We're celebrating uniting and becoming a family. And we're just so happy that we get to celebrate with you guys.
Thank you everyone for coming. We love you all as family, and we're glad you're here to celebrate our special day with us.
So open up the doors and welcome us.
The new Mr. and Mrs. Underwood.
Give it up, Jennifer and Jason! Best day ever, keep it going for us! How awesome is this day right here in June 2017?
When we first met, I knew that you were somebody special. Now, I look forward to taking this next step in our journey as we begin this new chapter in our lives. Jennifer, I love you.
I love you, Jason, always and forever, like we always say to each other. I will always be by your side throughout the years, through the good and the bad. I will be by your side.